Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a Do They Miss You spread for my lovely, fantastic Leos. If this does not resonate with you and you like your own personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is Book Your Own Personal Custom Reading. And if you're new here, consider subscribing and joining the family if you enjoy the content that I produce. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times in a row. If you didn't know, now you do know. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So, the first question I'm asking is, how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you, my guy? What's going on? What's happening? What is on their mind? One more time and we should be good. Alrighty then. So, alright. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Alright, so it seems like they feel emotional wish fulfillment with you. You provide them a lot of emotional stability. You make them happy and you give them that sense of security that they ever so desire and want and need. So, how do they feel about you ultimately? They feel very happy and wish fulfilled. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune essentially is just one's luck turning in one's favor. They want things to work out for them, and they want things to be a positive outlook and whatnot, and this is the main central theme. So, how do they feel? They want things to turn in their favor so it can, be positive and work out. And how else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? We have the Page of Pentacles. This could be representing of two things, a person and or an action. Pages are representing of, messages as well as somebody that's a bit younger. Pentacles are representing of long-term commitment, something that is solid and stable, that will be there for a long, long time. And also this is representing, Pentacles are representing of Earth sign energy, such as Taurus, Capricorn, and or Virgo. So, what does this say to me? They want to send you messages of long-term commitment. They want to go forth and they want to tell you straight up, they're not moving towards you yet, but they're definitely sending you messages and signs that you should look out for, that they definitely want to move forward with you. Okay, so how do they feel about you? A lot of positive things. So, what are the blockages between you and them? Like, what's caused the separation, a misunderstanding, and, a blockage, if you will, between you both, essentially? So, let's find this out together. What are the blockages between you both? What are the blockages between you both? What are the blockages between you both? Well, the first blockage here is it seems like there's a lot of arguments and disputes happening, a lot of misunderstandings happening, and it may even involve multiple people, like, friends and stuff like that. And there's a lot of passionate stuff going on as well, pertaining, like, these fights are quite passionate and, it's caused a lot of drama and issues. So, what are the blockages between you both? First and foremost, definitely a lot of fighting happening. Alrighty, so what else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? Ooh, okay. So it seems like either you or them or both of you are feeling quite backstabbed and hurt about things that have happened in the past between you both. You're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about the situation, as you can see. In the background, you can see that it's completely dark and bleak, so there's a lot of negativity happening, a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of bleak thoughts, emptiness feeling as well. And so essentially the blockage is, it seems like somebody's having trouble getting over things that were said and done, and definitely has caused a blockage between you both, and this is the main central theme. Righty then. And hold on, there you go. What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? We have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords like to pop up today, I see. But the Page of Swords is representing of basically a lot of clouded judgment in the situation. As you can see, there's a lot of clouds puffed up around him. He's basically swinging his sword around very immaturely. There's a lot of immaturity happening in the situation between you both. And it seems like there's a lot of erraticness happening, and it's caused a misunderstanding and a blockage between you guys. And so essentially what's caused you guys to feel negative, which, cause you guys to have this blockage, is, a lot of fighting, a lot of backstabbery, constantly thinking about the past and a lot of immaturity, essentially. So, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Are you important in their life? Are they thinking about you right now? Is the questions that I circulate that in my head all the time. And so that's what we asked today. Do they miss you? Do they care? So, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Well, we have the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is representing of doing a lot of thinking and analyzing and self-analyzing to oneself. Basically, it's just taking some time, alone time, and just looking at the actions and the things that they have said and done, and they're just trying to analyze the situation to see, okay, what can I do to become better? What can I do to be a better individual? And what can I say and whatnot? To just make things better. And so coming back to the question is, do they miss you? Well, I feel like they are feeling some type of regret and remorse about the situation as a whole, and so that's why they're looking within themselves and not they're looking in the mirror and they're not looking at anybody else right now. But we're going to continue on and ask, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Well, we had the Fool card, and the Fool card is representing of wanting to take a leap of faith towards something that they haven't quite yet taken a leap of faith towards something, but they definitely want to do that. They're looking at the cliff there. They're like, okay, I'm gonna jump. I'm not sure when I'm gonna jump, but I'm gonna jump. And this is the main central theme. So coming back to the question here is, do they miss you? I feel like they do miss you. I have a strong feeling. It's nothing negative just yet, but we're going to ask one more time to confirm or deny and see the full picture of the situation as a whole. So, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Okay, so it seems like they're not really focused on you, honestly. They're not really thinking about you in this regard here. They're really looking within themselves, and I feel like they're doing a lot of blaming of themselves, and they're doing a lot of, thinking and constantly and mental entrapment, essentially, is what this is, right? And so they feel like their hands are tied behind their back. They feel like they're blindfolded. They're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating. They're surrounded by their thoughts. They're unable to escape, and so essentially what this means and what this tells me is that they feel like they're trapped, and they're mentally trapped, and they feel like they can't do anything. Their hands are out of the situation, right? And they feel like they're just they're just unable to go forth with it. So essentially, do they miss you? I don't think their mind is in the right place right now. I feel like they're just really stuck in their head. So we ask the question is, do they want you back in their life? So are they willing to accept you back if you just be like, hey, what's up, how you doing, randomly out of nowhere? So let's find this out. Do they want you back in their life? 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 Well, currently, right now, in short, I feel like they're feeling all very hurt. They're feeling quite defeated in the situation. They feel like, there's a lot weighing on their mind and their subconscious, and they're not able to really make a clear, concise decision on the situation. And, they're feeling quite passionate about it as well. Let's ask it again. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Well, we have the Knight of Wands, and this is representing of either a person and or an action. Knights are representing movement towards something here. Wands are representing of sex, basically, yeah. Sexual desire, wants, and needs. And I feel like they are, they're feeling hurt, they're feeling burdened, they're feeling upset, but at the same time, they miss the passion and intimacy that you provided them, and they probably wouldn't feel too unhappy if you came into their life offering that to them, and this is the main central theme, so just be aware. And do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Okay, so okay. It just wants to come out. They are feeling quite heartbroken in this situation. I'm not necessarily sure why, but there may be some type of third-party involvement. They're probably really, really thinking about things that have happened in the past between you both, and they're really unable to let go. But it seems like they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating and a lot of brooding on it, and they are not too happy. So it seems like a lot of two negatives and one positive, but they really miss the sex, that's for sure. They really 100% miss the sex, but they're feeling really beat up and hurt about something, and they're maybe not quite ready yet for you to enter their life, but they definitely still care about you, and they definitely do miss, and they do definitely think about you, and how they feel about you ultimately is beautiful, but they're not necessarily thinking about you. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of conflicting emotions. It's not a linear situation here. But regardless of that, let's get some advice. What's some advice? What's some advice? What is some advice? Thank you. So, first and foremost, only time will tell. You got to give them time. You got to let them kind of figure out where they stand. You got to let them kind of collect their thoughts and feelings on the situation. And just be patient with them and see where this goes. So, with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see my videos and content like this one, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload my videos every single week. Good luck in your endeavors. I love you to death, and take care.